Calculate with supporting calculations the income tax saving for Sabin if he claims terminal loss relief only for trading loss arising in his final trading period. Explain the CGT implications for Sabin arising from the sale of business premises and specialist machine to Payton Limited, and calculate the amount available to Satin from the sale of Sabin from the sale of these assets after paying any CGT liability. Explain the tax deductions and reliefs available to Payton Limited in the year ending 31 March 2027 in respect of 1. The acquisition of the new factory, and 2. The expenditure on research and development. ठीक है. This is Sabin and Payton Limited. You should assume that today's date is 1st September 2026. Sabin, an individual, ceased to trade on 31 December 2025. Sabin subsequently sold his business premises and a specialist piece of machinery to Payton Limited, an unconnected company, on 1st of April 2026. Advice is required on tax implications for Sabin of seizing his loss-making unincorporated business and selling his business assets, and the corp tax relief available to Payton Limited for capex and expenditure relating to R&D. Sabin has income from his business and from part-time employment, uses his annual exempt amount for CGT every year. Sabin's unincorporated business. Sabin commenced as a sole trader on 1 July 2017. TATP of the business were as follows: 44, so 31 December 23, 24, 25. Then 9 months ended 31 December 2025. 44,000, 32,000, 21,000 minus 23. Sabin's sale of business premises and specialist machinery to Payton Limited. Business premises, date of acquisition, cost, sale proceeds. Specialist machine, same thing. The business premises had been wholly occupied by Sabin's business throughout the period of ownership and was not eligible for structures and buildings allowances SBA. Sabin had claimed capital allowances on the specialist machine. Payton Limited was incorporated and commenced trading on 1st of April 26. Expects to make a tax adjusted trading loss in the year 31 March 27. Has no other source of income or gains in this accounting period. ठीक है. पेटन लिमिटेड का फिर R&D का इंफॉर्मेशन दिया है. इनकम टैक्स सेविंग if he claims terminal loss only for the trading loss arising in his final trading period. ट्रेडिंग लॉस अराइजिंग इन हिज फाइनल ट्रेडिंग पीरियड के लिए ही इज गोइंग टू क्लेम टर्मिनल लॉस रिलीफ. नाउ व्हाट इज टर्मिनल लॉस रिलीफ? टर्मिनल लॉस रिलीफ इज जो लास्ट आपका पीरियड होता है ना, लास्ट 12 months. टर्मिनल लॉस रिलीफ इज अवेलेबल फॉर लॉसेस अराइजिंग इन द लास्ट 12 months ऑफ ट्रेडिंग प्रायर टू द सिसेशन ऑफ बिजनेस. ठीक है. अब he seized his business on 31 December 2025. ठीक है. So let's calculate that. Part A. Terminal loss is loss relating to the final 12 months before cessation of trade. ठीक है. And he seized business on what date? Sabin seized business on 31 December 2025. Correct. अब that means loss for the period 1st of Jan 25 to 31 December 25. यही करना है अपने को. ठीक है. अब यहां पे देखो, 6th of April 25 to 31 December 25. 6th of April 25 to 31 December 25. ये कितना होगा? दिस इज 23,000. एंड सेकंड होगा 1st of Jan 25 टू 5th of April 25. कैसे होगा? ईयर एंडेड 31 March 25 इज 21,000. ठीक है. तो आपको करना पड़ेगा 3 months का कैलकुलेशन. राइट. सो दिस विल बी 21,000 into 3/12, which is How much? This is 5250. This is profit. So ignore. है ना? आपको लास्ट 6 मंथ्स का प्रॉफिट इवेल्युएट, सॉरी लास्ट 12 मंथ्स का आपको लॉस चाहिए. इफ देयर इज अ प्रॉफिट देन यू इग्नोर दैट प्रॉफिट, है ना? सो लॉस अवेलेबल फॉर टर्मिनल लॉस रिलीफ इज 23,000. ठीक है. अब let's understand Sabin ka situation. See, terminal loss relief is it can be carried backward 3 years prior to cessation on a LIFO basis. Does he have any trading income in the tax year 25-26? देखो. है? No. There is no acha. So there is no taxable trading income in the year 25-26, so that he can make, in that situation what he has to do is he has to claim terminal loss relief against trading income of the 3 tax years prior to cessation on a LIFO basis. ठीक है. So there is no taxable income, or rather there is no taxable trading income in the tax year 25-26. So terminal loss relief can be can be claimed for the 3 tax years immediately preceding the tax year of loss on a LIFO basis. So that is tax year 2024-25, 2023-24 and 2022-23. ठीक है. सो आपको लॉस कैसे सेट ऑफ करना है? 2022-23, 2023-24, 2024-25. ट्रेडिंग इनकम कितना है आपका? 44,000, 32,000, 21,000. 44,000, 32,000, 21,000. Then losses 23 adjusted against, so I will call it terminal loss relief, minus 21,000 here, minus 2,000 here, nothing to be adjusted here. ठीक है. अब in each of the years you will have to understand कि ये terminal loss relief के वजह से what will be the total tax saving. ठीक है. What have they asked you? They have asked you कि calculate the income tax saving for Sabin if he claims terminal loss relief. ठीक है. So in tax year 2024-25, ठीक है. What was his income? He had trading income of 21,000. He has income from his business and from part-time employment 6,000 gross per year. ठीक है. So total income is 6,000 employment plus 21,000 trading is 27,000. ठीक है. After claiming PA of 12,570, ठीक है, taxable income will be 27,000 minus 12,570. Tell me how much is this? 14,430. ठीक है. So income tax at the rate of 20% on नॉन सेविंग्स इनकम विल बी 14,430 इंटू 20%, कितना होगा? 2886। ठीक है। नाउ इफ ही adjusts 21,000 loss of tax year 25-26 under terminal loss provisions. If he adjusts 21,000 loss of tax year 25-26 against taxable against trading profit of 21,000, then income left will be 6,000, and this will get fully covered by personal allowance PA. Thereby, taxable income will be 0. ठीक है। So, due to adjustment of loss, tax saving is 2886. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है। The same thing you will have to do for the year 23-24. Can you do that analysis on your own, or you need me to do it?
No, sir, कर लेंगे।
उतना आप कर सकते हैं। ठीक है। So you will get total tax saving. By doing this properly, you get how many marks? You get 7 marks. ठीक है। कुछ डिफिकल्ट नहीं था, सिर्फ बेसिक अप्लाई करना था टर्मिनल लॉस रिलीफ का प्रोविजन, और कुछ भी नहीं करना था। सो द पॉइंट दैट आई एम ट्राइंग टू ड्राइव होम इज नॉट एवरी क्वेश्चन इज मेंट टू बी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड, एंड 25 में से maybe 5 marks are tough, but remaining 20 marks are easy. So you cannot let that impact your thought process or your confidence levels in any way. ठीक है। Now explain CGT implications for SEBIN arising from the sale of business premises and specialist machine to Payton, and calculate the amount available to SEBIN from the sale of these assets after paying any CGT liability. ठीक है। Now I want you to look at this part and answer it very carefully. इसमें ना एक provision apply होने वाला है. One relief is going to apply here. I want you to think about it carefully. I'll get my water. You think about it carefully. Then we'll do it together. ठीक है। Second part. बताओ। See, when you sell the
ADR, sir.
correct. But
ADR,
ADR though is applicable only when the entire business is disposed of.
Sir, उधर लिखा है substantial part.
Yeah, but यहाँ पे तो इंडिविजुअल आइटम डिस्पोज ऑफ हुआ है। स्टिल इफ अ बिजनेस सीजेस, अगर एक बिजनेस बंद हो गया, ठीक है, उसके बाद सेल ऑफ इंडिविजुअल असेट विल आल्सो क्वालिफाई फॉर बीएडीआर, राइट? है ना?
yes,
अब ऑन द सेल ऑफ बिजनेस प्रेमाइसेस देयर इज अ चार्जेबल गेन ऑफ 28,000, and on the specialist machine you have a capital loss of 8,000, but because this is a specialist machine movable hai, so capital allowances were claimed on the asset, so capital loss alag se nahi milega. ठीक है. The gain on the business premises qualifies for BADR because Sabin carried on the business for more than 2 years prior to secession. The premises were in the business use at the date of secession and were sold within 3 years of the date of secession. So CGT payable will be 28,000 का 14%, and you will get your after tax proceeds accordingly. ठीक है. नाउ दिस क्वेश्चन अगेन नथिंग डिफिकल्ट और नथिंग आउट ऑफ द ऑर्डिनरी. बट यहाँ पे अलग पार्ट क्या था कि यूजुअली बीएडीआर अगर आप कैलकुलेट करते हो तो बीएडीआर इज ऑन डिस्पोजल ऑफ द एंटायर बिजनेस. यहाँ पे द एंटायर बिजनेस वाज नॉट डिस्पोज्ड ऑफ, बट क्या था, बिजनेस हैड ऑलरेडी सीज्ड. ठीक है. Business had already ceased, and all you were doing is you were selling individual assets of a business that had ceased to trade. तो उसके लिए BADR is applicable. ठीक है. सो छोटा सा नॉलेज बेस इफ यू हैव इट प्रॉपरली अलाइंड तो क्या होगा, तो नेचुरली आपको वो 6 मार्क्स विल नॉट बी डिफिकल्ट. इट्स अ छोटू सा कैलकुलेशन गाइज, नॉट एट ऑल कॉम्प्लेक्स. ठीक है. हैव अ लुक.
सर स्पेशलाइज्ड मशीन में कैपिटल गेन नहीं होगा बिकॉज वो एआईए से रिड्यूस हो जाएगा और फिर 41,000 तो उसका गेन बढ़ रहा है ना, सेल प्रोसीड।
41,000 तो क्या है, वो 41,000 वी डोंट नो ना, उसके अगेंस्ट एआईए क्लेम हुआ था कि क्या 49,000 कॉस्ट था. वी डोंट नो वेदर इन दैट ईयर एआईए वाज क्लेम्ड और डब्ल्यूडीए वाज क्लेम्ड, बट समथिंग वाज क्लेम्ड ना. एआईए नहीं बोल सकते हम, डब्ल्यूडीए भी हो सकता है ना, दैट इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबिलिटी, राइट.
यस सर।
बट बेसिकली कैपिटल अलाउंसेस वर क्लेम्ड, इजंट दैट राइट?
So this business premises is considered to be substantial part of business, disposal of substantial part?
नो, बट वी आर नॉट इन्वोकिंग दैट पार्ट एट ऑल ना. This, are you able to appreciate the fact that this is a business which has ceased trading?
Yes, sir.
So, substantial part of the business being disposed of is for a running business. This is sale of individual assets of the business, right?
Okay, yeah.
That is what I have been stressing upon, na? Assets of the individuals partnership, individuals or partnerships trading business that has now ceased. This is that.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you.
Guys, ध्यान कहाँ है? I've specifically been mentioning ना कि ये continuing business का disposal नहीं है. This is disposal of a business that has ceased to trade, and in that case, disposal of individual assets is allowed. The only condition is that the business should have been carried on for 2 years prior to secession, and these individual items are sold within 3 years of secession, right?
सर वो मशीन का कोई इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं है इसलिए कैपिटल गेन नहीं हो रहा है, राइट?
क्या इंफॉर्मेशन होने से कैपिटल गेन होता?
सर पता नहीं सर, एक्चुअली मुझे लग रहा है कि वो टीबी मतलब रिटर्न डाउन बैलेंस कर कर वो कम हो जाएगा तो फिर वो 41,000 में गेन चला जाएगा। मतलब समझ लीजिए कि 18% करके कम हो जा रहा है 2 इयर्स में या 3 इयर्स में, तो 40,000 हो जाएगा और 41,000 में 1,000 गेन हो जाएगा।
इसका मतलब आपको अभी तक there are still certain points which are not clear. आपको याद है सीजीटी में व्हेन वी वर डिस्कसिंग बेसिक्स एंड वी वर डिस्कसिंग वेरिएशंस टू कंप्यूटेशन, ये देखिए यहाँ पे लिखा नहीं था टैक्सेशन ऑफ प्लांट एंड मशीनरी always deemed to be a wasting asset if sold at gain, normal calculations apply. If sold at loss, no gain no loss, as loss relief is given in capital allowances working.
यस सर। सर एक्चुअली वो अलाउंसेस लिखा हुआ है ना, कैपिटल अलाउंसेस, तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि उसका वैल्यू कम हो जाएगा कॉस्ट से तो गेन हो जाएगा।
तो
पता नहीं है।
बट वो तो आप अकाउंटिंग एंगल से सोच रहे हो ना. द प्रोविजन इज वेरी क्लियर. इफ मशीनरी इज सोल्ड एट अ गेन, देन यू थिंक अबाउट कैपिटल गेन्स. इफ इट इज सोल्ड एट अ लॉस, देन द लॉस हैज ऑलरेडी बीन टेकन केयर ऑफ इन द कैपिटल अलाउंसेस वर्किंग ना. कैपिटल अलाउंसेस के वर्किंग में यू सब्ट्रैक्ट लोअर ऑफ कॉस्ट और डिस्पोजल प्रोसीड्स, तो वहां पे तो वो ऑलरेडी इनकॉर्पोरेट हो गया है. आप उसको अकाउंटिंग के साथ क्यों कंपेयर कर रहे हो when the provision is so clear?
Okay, sir.
The provision mentions now that if plant and machinery is sold at a loss, it is assumed that the loss is taken care of. Not assumed, it means that the loss is taken care of in the capital allowances working. Abhi, you have to pay CGT or capital gains will arise only when the disposal creates a gain, not otherwise.
Okay, sir.
Chalo, third part. Explain the deductions and reliefs available to Payton Limited in the year ending 31 March 2027 in respect of acquisition of new factory and expenditure on R&D. Payton Limited was incorporated and commenced trading on 1st of April 26, expects to make a tax-adjusted trading loss in the year ended 31 March 2027, has no other source of income or gains. Payton Limited purchased a newly constructed factory building from a developer on 1st of April 26. It paid 142 for the factory, which included 56 for land. New factory qualifies for SBA. Factory was brought into use on 1st of May. Excuse me. Then what happens after that? What are the tax deductions available in respect of the new factory? See, it will be eligible for structures and business allowance. Land part will not be eligible. So 1,42,000 minus 56,000, whatever is the amount into 3%. But it was brought into use on 1st of May 2026. So it will be 11 into 12. That will be the amount of benefit of SBA. टैक्स डिडक्शंस एंड रिलीज विद रिस्पेक्ट टू एक्विजिशन ऑफ न्यू फैक्ट्री एसबीए का बेनिफिट मिलेगा 11 मंथ्स का एंड एक्सपेंडिचर ऑन रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट one of Payton Limited's employees is wholly engaged in qualifying R&D at an annual cost to the company of 40,000. Payton Limited also engages external subcontractors provided by an unconnected company. Payton Limited paid the contractor 22,000 in the year ended 31 March 2027 and the cost to the contractor of providing the services was 16,000. Payton Limited and external contractor have made a joint election for the contractor to be treated as a connected company. See, if you are treating it as a connected company, then the deduction is 22,000 into 65% or amount or cost to the subcontractor of providing the services to you, है ना? So in this case, you can claim 16,000 as an expense. See what is happening here. यहाँ पे you have made a decision to treat the other party as a connected contractor. ठीक है? So RDEC credit claim will be lower of amount paid to the contractor, which is 22,000, and cost incurred by the contractor, which is 16,000. Correct? So आपको जो RDEC credit मिलेगा, see, if the contractor is an unconnected contractor, the benefit that you get is 65% of the amount paid to the subcontractor. But if you make an election to treat the external contractor as a connected subcontractor, then RDEC is the lower of amount paid to the contractor और relevant expenditure. यहाँ पे relevant expenditure है 16,000. अगर आप उसको unconnected दिखाते, if you would have shown him as unconnected, the benefit would have been 22,000 into 65%. But because you are making an election to treat him as connected, then the eligible expenditure will be lower of amount paid or cost incurred, which is 16,000. In this case, RDEC can be claimed on the lower of the two, which is 16. So naturally, you would prefer that. ठीक है, आपका जो RDEC credit है that will be 40,000, that is amount paid to the employee who is engaged in research and development activity plus 16,000. इसका आप 20% claim करेंगे, 11,200 का amount will be your RDEC credit. आप loss में, see here the company is suffering a loss, so you will have to, when you see, you add back the RDEC. So 11,200 add back हो जाएगा and the same amount will be reduced from tax liability. But right now Payton Limited is a loss making company. It does not have a tax liability. So RDEC can be repaid to the company. मतलब HMRC आपको 14 जो भी amount है वो वापस करेगा, या फिर the amount can be carried forward to the future and offset against future tax liabilities. The reason for इंक्लूडिंग दिस क्वेश्चन का R&D पार्ट इज ना कि सबसे पहले द कंपनी इज अ लॉस मेकिंग कंपनी. सो व्हेन यू ऐड द अमाउंट ऑफ RDEC, आपका जो टैक्स लॉस है वो आपका टैक्स लॉस विल रिड्यूस, पॉइंट 1. सेकेंड थिंग दैट विल हैपन इज, सी RDEC reduces the amount of tax liability, but technically there is no tax liability here. ठीक है, इस situation में there is no tax liability. If there is no tax liability, तो tax liability कम कैसे होगा? So if tax liability कम नहीं हो सकता, तो फिर क्या होगा? Either you can claim a repayment from HMRC or you can carry forward this RDEC credit to the next year. HMRC से refund claim कर दो, you can use that cash for your regular business. ठीक है, एक बार have a look.
यस सर।
ठीक है, cool. So that was the question that I had planned for today.